Welcome back to another episode of Street Sermons. Today we're doing it a little bit different as you see the layout. We're collaborating with Bling TV. Before we get started, like I always do, I like to thank our Father God. I like to thank Allah for blessing us to be here another night. I want to send prayers out to all the families that's been affected by deaths lately. I also want to pray for guidance, pray for structure, pray for understanding, pray for wisdom, and let's continue to grow. Now, getting right into it. Usually, I try to hide my guests away before I introduce them, but we here with the one and only DJ Bling. How you doing, bro?
I'm all right. I'm all right. How you doing, bro?
You know, it's all love out here. You know, we pushing the movement, we pushing the narrative, and we trying to give people something else to think about, so we could change the mind. And
All right.
definitely today, this episode is about changing the mind. Um, if y'all caught episode 9, we had Kenny Raye on, and he talked about, serving time, 16 years in prison for robbing you.
Right.
Um, before I get into everything else, you want to tell us about that day and how that was for you?
It's crazy. We just hop straight into it. So honestly, that day is more so like it was like a long week.
Yeah,
It was a 2010. I was out in Palmdale, Lancaster throwing parties. So a lot
and you're
of
big on the
me.
party scene. You were the man. You was
you-
you was doing everything. You and DJ
you-
TA, y'all was like the
Yeah,
dynamic
yeah,
duo.
that's huge out there, huge. So doing parties, and one thing about doing a lot of parties out there, you're gonna meet a lot of people, so everybody's like, say yes. What's up? What's good? What's up? What's happening? What's happening? You may not even remember this person, but it's more so like you ain't trying to be disrespectful. So doing a lot of parties, you kind of don't know or remember who you saying what's up to, or letting in the club, or had a conversation with. And around that time, I'm young, flying, flashy, young, making a lot of money. Always been a kid that's in the cars and all that. Just super flashy, right? You know what I mean? And
You was the only ones who had that BMW that you had at that time.
745.
Yeah,
745 Li. Black on
yeah, clean.
black insides was peanut butter. 22s, or I think it was on it. It was one of the moments where I was like, I gotta get that car. Finally got it, you know. And it was it's a that's a loud statement, especially out there in Palmdale, Lancaster. So I understand. A lot of eyes is on me, but at the same time, I'm a little young kid. Innocent, moving around, doing living the fast life, living the party life, fast life, having fun, and chasing girls, girls chasing me. That's just who I was, how I am, and crazy. What's crazy is I never told nobody this story. I never told nobody this story. I always hear people say what happened, but I ain't never said anything. I'd be like, oh, that's what happened. Okay, that's what
Oh,
happened. Yeah.
oh, you
But
you you never talked about it yourself.
not publicly, never, not one time publicly.
Mm.
The reason why I never spoke about it publicly is because I always wanted to hear perspectives from other people. I wanted to hear what they knew or they thought happened. Because you would hear these rumblings. That nigga talk to the cops. He's a snitch. You would hear that. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so
I mean,
since you brought that up, I want to get into it then before we get into the story exactly what happened to you walking us through that day. Um, Me personally, right? And I don't care what nobody out there says. I'm not someone who follows the crowd. Me personally, I don't think that it's fair that our black men who live a regular life, who live like a regular civilian, who enjoy their life, whether they kick it in the hood or not, who don't involve themselves in any type of crime or any type of street anything. They don't gang bang. They don't do nothing. I don't believe in them being labeled snitches or rats when they're victimized by people. It's not like you were selling dope or something and you told on somebody who, one of your partners or something, right?
right, right, right.
You were just a regular dude living your life, and this dude came and victimized you, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
took
King.
he took what you worked hard
He
for.
took. I would say
And
honestly, he took my innocence. He made me. He the reason why I walk around like nigga. I don't know who you are. And they're like, nigga, we went to high school together. Well, shit, I don't remember like that. He took that out of me. He took the whole, oh, that nigga Bling is stuck up. He cocky. He act like he all that in a bag of chips. No, because the last time I tried to help somebody, motherfucker was talking, I'm about to blow your shit off, nigga. I'm about to get you. Da, 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 da. And so from that moment, and me being on the radio station, I had my own radio show too. Out there. I had a
yeah,
radio show. So I'm Mr. Networker. I'm a networker. Oh, you do this, you do that. All right, bet. Let's
yeah,
network. Okay, what do you do? Okay, you do music. I DJ. I got these parties 3 times a week in Pine Island. There's about thousands of motherfuckers that's coming out. You know what? I'm gonna listen to your song and I might play it if it's tight, if it's dope, or whatever, whatever. At that time, breaking YG music, Tooted and Booted, breaking Cold Flames, breaking the Cali Swag District. So for me, it was always let me find the next. I know I'm good for it. I know my ear with music, but when that shit happened, and mind you, the crazy thing, this is crazy. That's not my first time getting a gun put on me.
no.
That wasn't my first. No, it was not my first time getting no gun put on me. But the way that happened, yo, let me. What do you say? Let me go get my. Let me get my
He said he went to go get his phone out the car.
something. Just get something. Give me a CD or something.
And
So let me go get this something, and then I'm a I'm a we can go from there or something. I'm like, all right, bet.
yeah.
Because when it's crazy, the craziest thing is the whole reason I went over there. So this girl that I was talking to, she kept calling,
So
can you come pick me
So
up?
wait. Hold on, because you about to tell the story. Hold on,
Oh
let's
yeah,
rewind real
I'm
quick.
nigga should get me hyped. Just
let's.
thinking about that
I
shit,
know,
nigga.
I know. Let's rewind real quick though. Um, when you got robbed, what the first time did you get robbed, or
Bro,
they
I
just
got right
pulled a gun out on?
in LA they put a gun out in LA.
But they
It
didn't
was
try
that
to
after
rob you
shit.
or anything.
They tried to rob me. But
Oh, they
it
tried to rob
didn't.
you.
I got more so
It
just stood ground. I didn't like shake up, rattle, or it was more. It was in L.A., and it was after a show that me, my sister, we were standing out front. One of my homeboys, he had on like chains, a little fake chain or whatever, and dude
mhm.
tried to rob my boy's chain. We just more so this. My sister was like, "You gonna really try to rob him, nigga?" Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Backstory, we 2 kids from Compton and Long Beach. So for us, it's more like we get this, you know what I'm saying? Because we always had to fight. Our whole life. She's fighting neighbors and people at school. She light skinned, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm fighting the people who got brothers that's fighting her. So we ain't never really, I would say, scared of shit. But at the same time, we more like it'll turn on. It can turn on. So when that happened, that was my first time. And it was
Mhm.
like, okay, whatever is whatever. Bygones be bygones. Keep it pushing, keep it moving. This comes with the territory of trying to get to the next level. So that was literally the first time. The second time was Vicious.
Yeah.
That was this. He's the
What was the
second
second
time.
time more traumatizing for you?
I, I
Because it was
I
so
would
up close and
say,
personal.
the aftermath was more traumatizing than the actual situation.
When you say aftermath, are you talking about like your reputation or
No,
people
no,
talking
no, no,
about it
no,
or
no. I didn't care about people talking about a reputation. It was, nigga, I got arrested. I got arrested for me getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? It's like
mm,
that was whack for me. Like motherfucker just tried to shoot me and have a gun to my head. I drive off, police guns everywhere on top on me.
okay, hold on, because we're gonna tell the whole story at one time, right?
Yeah, my bad.
So
I keep
look,
because I ain't
no, no,
never
no,
talked about it, so it's kind of
I
like
know,
I keep
I know
flashing.
you reliving it. So I just want to ask you this before we start, and then we can get into the story exactly what happened and go through the day. Um, the point that I was getting ready to make is: do you feel like are black men who are not involved in the street life who live in these neighborhoods? should they be able to use the police as their resource?
Of
Because
course.
they don't want to go to jail. They don't want to kill nobody,
Of course. And
right?
that's my mindset back then. That's my mindset today. And that's what I would preach moving forward.
Yeah. So should
Because
you be shunned by your community though?
I
Because they
mean,
like, oh
it's
well, he told, but he hangs with gangsters. But it's like I'm
what
not a gangster.
but
I
but
know
but
people. I'm
what's
cool with everybody, but I don't
but
live by
it
the
to
same rules y'all live by.
true. Yeah. But I look at it like this. Okay, so and this may sound I might sound like a hypocrite, but I'm against snitching. I'm so against that. When it's your homeboy. If me and my boy, we go out to go hit a lick and we both get
That's
caught,
different.
I'm against that. But when it's me getting
That's different.
robbed, yeah. Yeah. I'm against the if it's your people. But if it's like a I'm an innocent kid, bro. I'm not no gangbanger. Yeah, I hang around a whole bunch of gangbangers who don't. They whole lives. Bro. I could have chose that lane, but me, I run my own life. I don't want to follow nobody. I've never seen a successful gang member. I ain't met one of them yet.
Snoop
The
Dogg.
reason why I don't smoke or drink because I ain't never seen nobody that's where I want to be high as shit all day and drunk as shit all day. So I ain't never smoke or drink. I ain't got tattoos because that was cool to the hood homies. To me, it's like, man, I don't want to be like y'all. I want to be me. I want my program. So
Yeah.
I never understood I'm doing my own business, making a living for myself, a name for myself. You come into my world, disrupt it with your gangbang world, and expect for me to go by your rules. No, motherfucker, go by my rules. You rob me, I'm fucking call the police on you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and on top of that, I'm not going to sit and feel bad about it because the cool thing to do is say, "Oh, nigga, you run into the police." Okay, if I don't run into the police and I disrupt my whole DJ life, my parties and everything cuz I say, "Man, I got to be a real nigga and I got to go rob this nigga back." But I'm not a criminal. So I don't know how to get away from robbing a nigga. I just know how to rob, boo, and get caught and now go to jail and I'm serving 16 years in jail because I don't know how to get away. I'm not thinking that all day. I'm not around the gang members that I'm around and people. You know what's crazy? People always say to me, you bang. No, I don't. I do
Nah,
not
I've never
gang
known you
bang.
as. Yeah, no. I've always known you
Like
to get money and just handle business.
I and that's how I've always been. Just get the money. Like if I'm around gang members, like I remember one of my childhood friends growing up. Um, he passed away. He was a gang maker. He was from a lot of people know him as Bandana, but Ricky Elliott.
You're talking about Ricky. Okay.
I remember, you know, he used to always, nigga, you should be from BOP, nigga. You should be from Bob, nigga. You should be from BOP, nigga. I'm gonna put you on. No, you're not, bro. I'm not doing none of that. He went to jail.
Yeah.
He was a great football player, bro. He
Yeah.
got out of jail. We linked back up, and then, you know, he leaves my house and dies.
Yeah.
And that's even with this shit, this whole story right here, this whole situation, even that's connected to this. And so it's like for me, it's like, dang, these dudes is living this life due to their environment and due to how they grew up. And it's so sad, bro. It's real sad. It's so fucking sad because they never get the opportunity or the right person to come in their life and say, that's not the way. Don't do it that way. How did I escape it? I don't know. I don't know how I escaped not following all my cousins and trying to be from bounty hunters. I'm like, okay, y'all doing y'all thing, nigga, all the hunters, y'all do y'all whatever, boom, boom, hit, you know, do y'all really whatever growing up in the nigga singer, like I didn't follow that, but I followed
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, we can do something popping. We could be big. We can do this, or we could do that." It was like yeah, I'm around all these dudes, but and probably guilty by association. But I always
Yeah. But
I always been that person that tried to just help people because I never really had the helping hand coming up from
yeah.
where I
I,
grew up.
I think there's a big misconception in our communities that as a black man or a black boy that you gotta be tough. That in order to be a man, you gotta be a street dude, you know?
Yeah.
That's the only way to be hard. That's the only way to be cool. That's the only way to be accepted. When that's not true. Half
You
these
know,
dudes don't end up
you,
doing nothing with their life, and
right.
they come to people like you for opportunities, for guidance, for help later on. It's almost like the cool kids in school. Their mama bought them all the gear, and they talk down on the less fortunate and people who can't afford nothing. And then, when you get older, a lot of those dudes ain't cool no more.
Right.
A
You know
lot of
what's
those dudes
crazy?
don't they don't have the
I
status.
grew I grew up thinking that if you was from a gang, you had a superpower. I used to think if
I
a
think
nigga
some
said
people
I'm
who
the
gangbang
dead
think they got
homies,
superpowers.
huh?
Yeah, when they say like when they say like nigga, that's on whoop de whoop. Whenever they put it on something, or I'm from West Side this, I'm from East Side that. I think in their mind, they just pulled out their Power Ranger belt, and it's like it's morphin' time. It's all, you almost
Yeah,
get that feel
yeah.
like,
I ain't gonna hold you.
bro, do
They
you
had
know
me
I'll knock
convinced.
your chin loose? I
They
don't care
used to
where
have
you
me
from. But gangbanging don't give you nothing extra, bro. I didn't watch
right.
so many dudes who don't gangbang, who square as hell, suit and tie, knock the Pazuki out of dude. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
like
and
flattened him out.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy
Gangbanging
because
don't give you get superpowers from lifting weights in the gym, bro, from working out, from not smoking, from running miles. Bruce Lee style. But just getting put on the hood don't do nothing for your body, bro.
yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Growing up, I used to think, damn, that nigga's from that blood. Yeah, oh, he from Long Beach. Oh, he from whoa. Dang, he gonna knock
Yeah,
anybody out. He gonna whoa.
yeah.
I went to the yard, nigga. I went to the prison. You think like, whoa, he ain't nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, I really, in my heart, believed that until I seen, oh, such and such, she got knocked out, or such and such at the mall got beat up by a regular dude. That started changing my perception of gang banging to where I was
Yeah.
like, nah, I ain't gotta be from BOP. I ain't gotta be from Bounty Hunter. I ain't gotta be from, such and
You
such.
you know what was one for me? Um, when I was younger, when I was a kid, I used to think the dudes who had their face tatted up was so hard. I'm like, oh, he got his whole face tatted. He must be so hard. Until I seen a lot
Yeah,
of them dudes was busters, straight getting marked out, face
yeah,
all inked up. But I used to think like, man, if you got all that on your face, you must be the hardest dude in the world.
yeah.
But Ricky, since he brought him up, Ricky Elliott, aka Baby Roostone, who was also
Yeah.
from Two P's. I don't think even though he did live that life, I think he lost his life more over jealousy. Just to throw that out there. I'm not gonna make no long conversation
Yeah,
about it, but I
he
think
did. Yep.
he was messing with everybody girl and knocking dudes out at the same time. It's like,
But
what
you
what
know,
what
he
can
was a
they really
boxer.
do?
Me, him, and his granddad used to train us.
Yeah, his
Like
grandfather had
he lived.
the Golden
His
Gloves in
grandfather,
the garage. I
all the
seen it.
gloves in the garage, the bags. That's why I used to.
Um,
That's why before Floyd, before I got around Floyd, that's who I was training with. I was working out with him every day. We was in there getting it. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
it's
yeah, it was
just
real
like that
unfortunate.
situation.
It's real unfortunate. But so take us through that day, man. Take us, um, because take us through the time of day, what you was doing, right before that, how you got to that point,
Mm,
and
I
what
can't
happened after
remember.
that.
I mean, all I know is honestly, I was probably working, trying to probably promote my parties. Um, but
Mm.
the girl I was dealing with lived like 10 seconds from my house. She could have walked to my house, but for some
This is
reason
a
she
girl you seen
kept,
before.
huh?
This is a girl you dealt with before.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
was
We
this
was
your
dealing
first
with
time
this
dealing with
girl was dealing with each other,
her? Okay.
and so she, can you come pick me up? Just come pick me up. I don't want to walk over to your house. Literally, you can walk right across the street, 4 5 houses over on the corner. You at my house, or away from her house. So she like, my sister got some good dudes over here, and I don't want to be here. All right, I'm gonna come pick you up. I, I get in my car real quick, drive around the corner. It's like 3 4 in the morning, probably 4 or 5 in the morning,
Mm.
and I see the dudes on a little stoop, a little brick wall, just kicking and chilling with old girl's sister, and I remember I just finished. It's crazy. I used to um keep a lot of money and stuff in my car. I used to keep a. I used to on my I think it was Facebook days. I used to show a lot of money online. I used to show a lot of money. It's before Instagram. Show a lot of money from my parties and my other DJing stuff and whatever I was doing. And but some that day I want to say I cleaned out my car. It was brand new, cleaned it out or whatever. Went over to get her, and when I got, and she knew I used to keep a lot of money in my car. She knew this. I'm not saying that, you know, yeah, I am saying that. She knew I kept money in my car. And so when I remember purposely just getting all the money, I try and get all this money, party money. Party money is ones, fives, 20s, tens, everywhere, all over the place. Imagine $3,000 and $10 a head, 300 people, 400 people come to the club, So that is in my car 3 times a week. Sometimes after the parties, she was a girl that used to go to my parties. She would see this money in my car, right? So not saying
Mm.
that she was watching me because I never felt that I had to watch her. Never in my heart had to feel that. But you never know with these young girls. He got money. My dude. He got money. He got 745, and 745 is equivalent today to like saying Bentley or some Rolls Royce or something in that area. And I remember taking all my money out, and I drove over there. I drove around the
So
corner,
you had just took it out before you left.
bro. Walked outside, some slides, slippers, basketball shorts, and taking the money out the house, looking through the car. Shit, it was just for some reason it was just falling everywhere. So I'm just looking in my car, like where the fuck all the money is at? So I'm taking all the
What
money
made you take it
out.
out? Did you have like a intuition, or because you usually
No,
ride
no, no,
around
no,
with
no.
it?
I just so driving that car, bro. I got pulled over every day. The police, Pondell Lancaster, did not like me. I would get pulled over every day. They did not like me at all. They pulled over me and my BM, which is my son's mom, before put both of us in the back of a cop car just to ask questions. Are you from out here? Yeah, I went to high school out here. No, you didn't. I went to high school for 3 years out here. What do you mean? I moved out here in the 10th grade, and I graduated from Highland High School. Where would you go after that? Because this is far from Highland High School. I went to LA and I came back out here. It's what it is. This is my BM's my being right here. So I used to get not arrested, but pulled over just a lot. So I didn't like to drive in Lancaster with a lot of money on me
Yeah,
because I felt like it'd be looked at the wrong way. Like, oh, you got a car, you probably selling some shit stuff. And,
yeah,
I didn't want to go through trying to prove myself with police, knowing that the chances of me getting pulled over in the middle of the night is high. So I ended up
real
taking all
high.
the
I
money
bet.
out, drove around the corner to her house, drove over there, 10-second drive, bro. 5-10 second drive. Bag out, drive, turn in her driveway.
Mm.
So I'm seeing the dudes. I'm like, who the fuck is all these niggas? So um I'm my car's super tinted, so you can't see in. So they don't know that I'm looking back at them like this, staring at them. So I see Vicious walk up onto the car. I go, do I roll my window down or not?
Yeah,
Shouldn't even-
it's
I
4 in
should
the
not roll
morning.
my window down. 4 in the morning. Why am I rolling my? Why would I roll my? All right, fuck it. Put it down a little bit. What's good? Hey yo, you J Bling, bro? Yeah. Hey man, I rap. I do music. I'm trying to get on, bro. Like I just finished my project or whatever. And let me go to the car. And it's crazy. He kept looking in my car. Let me go to the car. Let me go to the car and give me my CD. I'm like, why does he keep looking in my car? He keep looking in my car. All right, and he don't see nothing. Ain't no money in here. Why does nigga just do that? All right, boom. He walked to his car. I'm looking at him go to the car, take a little longer, Then he walked back on the driver's side. Like this nigga. I was like, this nigga, this is an ugly nigga to me. This nigga look like he could be like that. He don't look like okay. Yeah, I would say 80% he look like he could be like that. 10% he got a rapping image on him. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
you saying like? Are you saying like he look rough?
You look rough.
Like
He look
like
rough. Like
okay,
not like
okay.
you know what I'm saying. He look like
No, no, I'm
a
saying like
rough nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
grimy,
he a street
gritty.
dude.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
gritty,
yeah,
street
yeah,
dude, gritty. So I'm like,
yeah.
all right, bet, okay, cool. In the same like I was saying, the same like look as YG back then. Remember how YG used to look like a little
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
grungy
I
as
get what
fuck?
you're saying.
So all right, so he walked back to my car. I go, he go, I go, do I roll this window down?
You kind of knew. You
Mhm.
felt it.
I felt it. My it was like this gut feeling of don't roll. I wrote it down. He said, "Hey yo, here go my CD." He was like kind of like shaking like this. He was shaking a bit like this, and I'm gonna do an interview real quick. So he like doing this to the phone, like shaking a bit, and when I see him doing that, he pull out the gun. So when he pull out the gun on me, it's like, damn, I should have followed my gut instinct. I
I
should have
knew better.
fucking followed my gut instinct. Get out the car, get out the car. And I don't know why I didn't try to drive off quick, but I
Because it
know
kind of
guns.
probably could have domed you.
He had a little revolver on him. It was right. It was. I can see it, and I was like, and I'm trying to look to see if it's real because I was like, I'm not about to get robbed by no BB gun. So I'm looking at the barrel. I'm like, this motherfucker real. Okay,
Mm.
all right, get out the car. Get me out the car. Nigga pat me like I was like, put your hands on the car. He just pat me like like the police.
Like
He
the
was
police.
when I tell you this
Yeah.
nigga was patting me so quick,
He got you a good frisk down.
yeah, nigga, top to bottom, nigga, top to bottom. And he like, nigga, I know you got the money. I'm thinking in my head, oh, this bitch told him I had the money. She
Mm.
told him this. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And I get mad. I see them on the wall, a little giggling and shit. These motherfuckers on the wall was giggling. I'm looking at, like, yo, get your homeboy. What's up with your homeboy? Yo. I'm yelling, yo, get your homeboy. And he like, shut the fuck up, nigga. I'll shoot you right now, nigga. Nigga, I don't give a fuck them niggas. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck who they are. Fuck them. I'm like, whoa. All right, whatever. So he get in my car. He's still pointing the gun at me. I'm like, should I grab this motherfucker gun, this gun, and try to push his arm back, or I know I ain't got no money in the car, so let him do whatever he gonna do. There's no money in the car. Nigga, I seen him pull out money. I don't know where the fuck he got this cash from. He got some cash out the car. I don't know where he got. It was I want to say $20. I seen $20. I said, oh, where the fuck did that come from? He gonna think I'm lying now. Cause I thought I cleared all the money out of my car. I thought I cleared it out of my car. I had I always been a content person. I had a small Vivid cam. It was called Vivid Cam, a camera where I can film my parties and stuff. I used to film my parties with this little camera and different projects that I was doing. And I had my phone, a BlackBerry. So he said, "Where the money at?" I said, "Ain't no money." He got out and in the middle of the street. Where the money at? In the middle of the street. Sun coming up, middle of the street. This nigga's not playing, bro. I'll be honest with you. I can see in his
Did you
face.
think he was about to shoot you, or you wasn't sure?
I wasn't sure. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't think he was about to shoot me, but I think if I would have tried to wrestle him, he would have shot me. Cause I could tell he
You was
ain't
definitely in
this.
fear for your life, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, my life is. is done for, bro. Like my baby mom is pregnant right now. I'm over here cheating on her with this little light skinned girl. Talk about fucking karma. Like, so I'm thinking that
Mm,
I'm not gonna ever see my son, bro. Fuck, he got my phone. Mind you, this phone around this time, I was networking, and this is honestly, this is really why he was in jail. He took my phone. Um, and in that phone, at that time, I was working with when Yo Gotti kind of first came out. So I was working with that team.
mm-hmm,
Um, I was working with Puff's team. Uh, I was working with a lot of different celebrities, bro. And celebrities was a little hard to come by back then, bro. It was like you got a celebrity and you got a squad or a record label. It's hard to come by. I had a meeting with Yo Gotti and a team that was coming to Hollywood the next day. That day, whenever
mm-hmm,
that happened, I want to say like first week of August. I never forget. It was like the first week of August. It's like we coming out there the next day. We'll come and do some of your parties or whatever in Pondon, Lancaster. Is it popping like that? And mind you, I used to record my content. I brought YG out there, Cali Swag District, Cold Flames, Joe Mo. I was bringing hella people out there, so I would show them the footage. So Yo Gotti then was going. His people was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna bring him out here, just pay him this much or whatever." And I was like, "Nigga, I got this meeting tomorrow. I knew I shouldn't be out. Fuck, this is my opportunity." So when he took the phone. And here come the light skin, the girl I was dealing with, she come out running. Bitches, what the fuck? No! No! Bitches, what are you doing? I was like, oh, that's this nigga's name? Because mind you, I had never seen this dude
mm,
before. Never seen him.
right.
He gave me a whole nother name. He gave me a whole nother name when he said, yo, my name's such and such. I don't remember that name he told me, but he's like, she come out. Bitches, I'm like, what's this nigga name? Bitch, this is a setup. This is a setup. So she come running. She jump in front of the gun. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna. She doing this. Go, leave, go. She jumping in front of the gun, and I pick my key up off the ground, hop in the car, and then I just drive. And I had exhaust on that 745, so it was real loud. Nigga, I hit the corner. Police. Oh shit. Get out the fucking car. Get out the car. I'm like, yeah, like, where's the gun at? And I'm like, I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun. I don't
They
have a
thought
gun.
they thought you. So somebody called in the robbery while it was happening. Then
Somebody had to. Somebody had to call that
yeah,
robbery. By the grace of, I don't know how. If I would have been sitting there, probably like another like minute.
they would have caught him in the act if she wouldn't have ran out.
Yes, 1000%.
Ooh, that would have
So
been ugly.
I don't
That would have been
know
ugly.
that part. I don't know who. No, well, I do know who called the police. I do know who called the police, but I don't know the person. So they
Make that make sense to
so
me.
I'm gonna tell you. So the cops they doing this thing. I gotta pull my shirt up, turn in a circle, fucking slam me on the fucking door, and I'm like, dude, I just got robbed. They like, where's the
Guilty until
gun? You
proven
just stole the
innocent.
car. Where's the gun? I'm like, I just got robbed. So they put me in the backseat of the car, and they drive around the corner, and then all these cop cars just come up. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, no, I got robbed. I'm telling you, I didn't rob nobody. That's my car. You can run my license plate. That's my car. I just got robbed. Well, we'll figure everything out. We'll figure everything out, bro. I had to get out the car and do like some. I got out the car of the police car from the back, and I had to do like show my face to somebody. I don't know where this person was at. Show my
Yeah, yeah.
face, and then they let me
They were
go.
in another police car and they flashed the light on you so you can't see.
I couldn't
And then
see.
they
Yeah,
have the person right. They make sure you can't see, and then they have the witness looking at you to identify you.
yeah. So after whatever that person did in that car, I was good. At that moment, it was like, oh, okay. What we're gonna do is we're going to come back to
You
you.
hoe ass
They were like,
motherfuckers.
I was like, I live around over here across the street. They never came back across the street to me. I
Mm.
didn't. I come to find out. I find out that the two girls got arrested. So when I find out those two girls got arrested, I'm like, they did it. They just set me up. Why are they in jail?
So you didn't
Who
you
called the
didn't
police on them? Huh?
so you didn't tell the cops that they were a part of setting you up?
No. I just said I got robbed. I don't know who the dude was. I don't know who he was that robbed me, but I got robbed. I never seen this person before. And then he's not here. What kind of car is he in?
Right,
I
but
don't know.
what what made them arrest the girls though? Somebody else?
That part I don't know, bro. That
Okay.
part I don't know. I don't know why they was arrested. So um cops never came back to my house. They never that because I literally live right across the street, like on the corner. They after they let me go, they let me walk back to my house. They let me out the back seat of the car. They said, "Go back to your house. We'll come over there once we're done taking reports."
They
So
had already took your statement?
no, they didn't take my statement. They did not take my statement. They the mom called me, the girl's mom. No. A day went by. I didn't hear from the girls. I was like, they set me up. I'm not me. This is me not knowing they went to jail. I'm just thinking
Mhm.
she ain't called me to check on me. She ain't called do nothing. So I
But
ended
she
up
saved you. That wasn't odd to you that she saved you?
I didn't know if that was I didn't know if that was just that was
Like
the
trying to make it look good?
make it look good or whatever. But it
You was
looked
a
good.
play?
I believed that she saved me. I honestly I didn't think she was a part of it. I thought the sister was a part of it. The younger sister. I thought she
Mm.
was a part of the rob because she was with the one of the dudes hugged up on the wall. And they laughed every one of them was laughing, giggling, like smirking kind of. Not this little sister, but the dudes. They was like whatever.
Yeah. It was
And
funny to them.
the sister when she ran out, it was so good. If it was an acting job, it was so good. I believed it. So like a day later, her mom called me. Woo-wee. Her mom was going off. My babies is in jail. My babies is in jail. Get my babies out of jail. Why is my babies out of jail? In jail. Get them out of jail. I was like, what happened? They said that you said that you they robbed you. I didn't tell the police that your daughters robbed me. Well, come get them out of jail. I'm gonna have the detective call you. Three-way detective. I'm like, the girls did not rob me. It was a guy who robbed me. And he was like, all right, well, we'll let the girls out of jail if you come make a statement at the station. I'm like,
Mm.
fuck,
Trick back.
trick. So that day I did not go back. When they called and said that, I didn't go back. That day
Mm.
they were sitting in jail still to still that whole time. Cop called me. I said, "Did the girls tell you who robbed me? Who the dude was?" Because at that time I could not remember that. I couldn't remember the vicious name. I could not remember that. Um,
Mm.
I could not remember his name until the mom said, "Call me vicious." He who? That's the boy name. I was like, "Yeah, that's it." Please get my daughter out of jail. She saved. She told me she jumped in front of the dude. I was like, she did. So I drove to Lancaster. I drove to the police station. I waited outside of the police station, and some like detectives they all came out, and it was like, okay, we have a sense of what happened, uh, of and who did it. So what we're gonna need is you to sign this statement saying this is what happened, and we'll be able to let the girls out of jail. Honestly, I
All
knew
right.
signing that statement was more like it was like a it was a bad look. It was a bad look. Me knowing that being from who I'm around, I know it's a bad look.
Were were you wrestling with yourself? Like, man, they finna start calling me this or saying this about me, and
All my
now
parties
I'm
is
not finna be
all my parties, my
yeah.
image,
Cause all the
my
street dudes all partied with you.
all of
Everybody
them,
loved you.
everybody,
So now you
bro.
finna get this. You finna get
I'm
this
about to go
jacket put on
crazy,
you.
man. What the
Yeah.
jacket? And I remember, like, dude, if I sign this shit, well, I'm not going to court. Then if I sign this, I'm not going to court. It's not happening. So
But
I
you didn't want
signed
to
it.
leave them girls in there, man, and they
I
didn't do
didn't.
nothing.
I didn't. I signed it. Boom, they get out. Her mom didn't even call me and say thank you. That
She
shit
didn't
pit
care.
that
She
that
got her
that got
baby
to
back.
me. That got to me a little bit because it's like who that ain't my fault. Your daughter's hanging around motherfuckers doing that. That's not my fault. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
Did Did you ever put together in your mind? Because I know you didn't watch the interview, but what Kenny said was when you pulled up, because now it's starting to make sense to me. What he said was when you pulled up, the dudes who were standing at the wall said that you keep money in your car and that you be on. So maybe the other girl who was with the dudes,
Nah, I was on
she
live.
heard from the
I was on Facebook a lot with showing money, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
no.
Like,
But look, no. But listen to what I'm saying though. The dude told him that you kept a lot of money in the car. So I'm thinking maybe the girl bragged to her sister or whoever the other girl was, and she told the other dude, just talking too much. So with them knowing that, they
yeah.
told him
I,
that, just bringing it up, having a casual conversation because they didn't tell him that to rob you. They didn't even
right.
think that he was going to go rob you,
He
but he
said
just
that.
got it in his mind.
He said that.
That wasn't planned
He's
out at all.
what did he
No, it was
say?
random.
What did he say?
That's what he said. He said it was random as hell. So basically, you pulled up in the car, and the dudes was like, "Oh, that's." He was like, "Man, who was that?" And they was like, "Man, that's Jay Bling, man. He be on." He like, "Yeah, man. He always got racks on him. He keep racks on him. He always keep a lot of money on him." He was like, "Yeah, I'm finna go check it out." And then when he went, he said everybody was just how you said they was laughing. He said they was laughing when he was walking up to the car because they thought he was playing. They didn't even think he was serious until he actually did it. That's when they seen he was serious. So that part
Hey,
of the story is matching up with the laughing and all that.
I got,
So it was
I'm gonna
really the
watch. I'm
dudes
gonna
who put it
watch.
in his
I'm gonna
mind.
watch his interview after we talk. But
Yeah.
yeah, that shit fucking me up. But that it was like a I'm getting it gets making me get
Because he
so
also
mad
told me
right now.
too. Yeah, I understand. He also told me too that the girls were initially on his case, and then they were off his case, and then they were let go. So I don't know if they ended up testifying against him or what, but
Nah, I don't think
they
I signed it. Whatever the statement thing that I signed, it was saying that they had no parts to do with it.
okay,
And
okay.
and, and
So
um
yeah, so that took them off of his case because they were
oh,
initially on there.
okay.
Do you think what he
Yeah.
got was fair? I mean, because he took
He was
$20
one.
in the
I'm gonna be
cell
honest
phone
with you,
initially.
bro. He was wanted long. I don't know what the fuck he did. I don't know
Yeah,
what he did to somebody. They wanted him regardless
yeah.
because when I said it was just my phone, they made it seem like it was $20,000 or something.
But I'm asking you, do you think
No,
which
it was
if you did the
cruel and
crime, you did the
unusual
crime.
punishment.
But do you think that was excessive? Yeah, like 16 years. That seems Lancaster is known for giving out
Yeah,
excessive time
I
to
think it
people.
was excessive. Honestly, personally, I think it was
Yeah,
excessive. I think that
yeah.
even with the if he
So let me
and
go into this
even
real quick.
what do you say?
They said you came in as a hostile witness. They had to arrest you to get you
Oh,
to come in.
that's another thing, bro. That's another fucking thing.
Mm.
So, all right. So hostile. They call me a hostile witness. They
Yeah,
all,
because they had to arrest you. So
yeah, because I
that's what
wasn't
you're
going to
labeled
court.
as.
I was not going to court. I
Yeah,
wasn't. There's
yeah.
nothing
They
in me
they
going to
arrested you.
court. Yeah, yeah, 100%. How
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know
They
that? It
arrested
was
you
in
and
his
brought
report.
you
He knows
in.
that. I mean, he did see me get walked in
Yeah,
with
no,
the
no, he knows that you're a hostile witness, and I'm
uh,
gonna tell you why I brought that up in a second.
what?
You said what?
What'd you say? You said you're gonna tell me why?
I'm gonna tell you why I brought that
Oh,
up in a second, but just talk
yeah.
about that. Let us know
So
about
so like
them
you
arresting
know
you and
what's
bringing you in.
the craziest what the world is crazy. I felt like I was being followed, bro. That day, that day to court,
Mm.
I felt like I was being followed. I'm like, why the fuck these dudes in this gas station follow like they follow me or something? Hey, what's your name? I don't know, Jay Bling. Why? Come, you gotta come with me.
Did you think
I
you was
was
about to
like,
get robbed again? He's like,
no,
oh
no, no, no. I
shit,
knew it was it was like
not a white boy's trying to get
yeah,
me.
white guy glasses and all that stuff. Them motherfuckers
Hawaiian t-shirts.
got me. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Drive me to this fucking courthouse. I'm in front of the fucking. We walking into the thing. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like, what am I about to do? We'll tell you. We'll tell you in a little bit. We'll tell you in a little bit. I'm like, what did I do? We'll tell you in a little bit. You had somewhere to be, right? I was like, yeah, I was going to LA. Well, okay, your car still be at the gas station. All right, okay, cool. My homeboy that was with me, I'm like, nigga, come with me. He can't come. I'm like, why can't he come? What if I'm not in trouble?
What? Want me to get arrested
Yes.
with you?
Like if I'm not getting arrested, I'm not in
You
trouble.
don't
Why can't
even
he
know
come
where
with
you,
me? He don't even
but you
know. My
don't even
homeboy
know where you
like
going.
he like hell no, I
Yeah,
ain't
I ain't
coming
going
with
with you,
you.
bro. Yeah, I
I'm
don't know
like,
what y'all got cracking.
did I know where I was going? No, I didn't know where I was going, but I kind of knew where I was going, but I didn't know where I was going. So we go to the courthouse through the back ways, motherfuckers eating food, all kind of stuff. I'm walking through, going to elevators. I'm like, where are we going? Nigga, nigga. We walk in the fucking courthouse, and this nigga is right there. We walk in. I'm seeing niggas from 2Ps, and I'm like, what the fuck? No,
They
no,
got you
no,
in
no,
front of the
no, no, no,
audience.
no. Huh?
You in front of the audience. They got you in
I'm in
front of the
front of.
audience.
If I, if you ain't ever been humiliated and embarrassed, that is the worst feeling in the world. I still have my little Gatorade. When they can't let me keep the Gatorade, my fucking mouth went dry. I couldn't believe. I
Well,
was
you got
up.
it now, like as a souvenir.
This nigga.
That's wild. That's
Bro, so
wild.
I'm like,
You got a
no.
16-year-old Gatorade.
And the nigga was like, the cop was like, we have him here now. He can keep let's put him up there. Walk me up. I'm like, I don't know who did it. I don't know. I'm just talking crazy. He go, do you want to go to jail, Miss Johnson? I was like, it was the middle of the day or the night. I don't know. I can't remember. You want me to remember certain things. I remember. I don't know why they arrested the girl boyfriend because I don't even know why he was
They was
arrested.
just taking everybody to jail.
They said it was gang injunction or some
Oh,
probation violation or some shit.
oh, no. So that was Chewy, right? And Chewy's a real good dude. He's a real good guy. But Chewy was wrong place, wrong time. So after he robbed you, he got a ride from his friend. His friend had no idea what happened, anything. So he got a ride from his friend, and they said,
Ooh, I forgot one key
since he
thing.
rode with you after the fact, you're an accessory after the fact, and he served 3 years for just being in the car with him. Yeah,
No fucking way. So
yeah, yeah. That was
so
the
so
unfortunate part about that.
they told me that now this is crazy. I remember I told you my boy Ricky, right? He said, Bling, I'm gonna handle this for you. You ain't gonna worry about this. He got I'm not saying that Ricky did anything. Um how Vicious got arrested was in the hospital from being shot. So in the cop car on the way to the courthouse, he said, this looks like you did some retaliation. Either you did it or somebody else did it, but you know where we arrested him at? In the hospital room. I was like, I didn't do nothing. He's like, well, this looks like retaliation. And they just saying little remarks, little remarks. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't know how he got
they trying to
shot then.
catch you up now.
Say it again.
They trying to catch you up now. They trying to put a case on you, even though you the victim.
I don't know how he got shot to this day. I've never talked to nobody about it. I just know that they told me they arrested him in the hospital from being shot, and it looks like it's retaliation from me and his situation because I have a statement that said that he robbed me and the girls didn't rob me. So it looks like it's some kind of retaliation. So uh, we're gonna have to go through this route, bro. It
I
was
heard
it
he
was
actually
like
shot
a
himself.
huh?
I heard he
What'd
shot
you say?
himself.
He shot
I heard he
himself.
shot himself. That's what I heard.
Okay,
Hasn't
well,
been confirmed
that's
though.
What that's so that's what they told me. They didn't tell me he shot himself though. So he was shot.
He probably he
He's in the
probably he probably didn't
hospital.
tell them he shot himself
But they say he was
because that's a
shot.
gun
And
charge, right?
they caught him in the hospital. He was shot, and it looks like it's a form of retaliation. I said, one, I would never shoot nobody, and I don't care to go after him because it was just my phone. I'm explaining myself to them as we walking through these all these fucking corridor looking shits. I'm like, the fuck is all this? I am a proud square nigga. I am proud to be straight, head on straight, want to do well, probably run for president. I'm Mr. I will be a police officer far before a cop. I mean, far before a gangbanger. That's just how I am. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck are y'all throwing on me? Y'all fuck with me all the time. Now y'all trying to say I shot somebody. Then y'all arrested me the first time for being robbed. Then the second time, you're trying to do the same thing again. Who is this nigga that y'all want to get in jail? And why y'all treating me like we ain't on this like same team? Like, why do I feel like I could be in trouble if he don't get in trouble? Why do I feel like that? So I remember being
Because they're
on the
not there for
thing.
you. They're there for their own gratification. Go ahead though.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it felt like, bro. It didn't feel like, hey, we want to make sure you're at peace or whatever happened, and they ain't want. It was
No.
just you could have fucking prepared me for a room full of motherfuckers that's gang members watching me go sit on the stand. Like I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Drop the charges. And it's crazy. They say when I was on the stand, they said either his lawyer or somebody said, well, this is still a preliminary. This isn't a trial. And I was like, what does that mean? I was like, this isn't like a jury trial. And I was like,
So why
whoa.
were you there?
So why am I here? And next up,
Oh yeah,
I
because
am
he ended
not
up
going
taking.
to the real court date then.
No, so what they did was because they didn't go to trial. They took a deal.
I know. Yeah, he ended up taking a
They
deal.
both
Yeah.
took deals. Yeah. So they brought you in to show that they had a witness, so that way it would box them into a deal. But seeing that, they could have gambled with their life. But did you know they were trying to give him life in jail for that?
I wouldn't have went. That's the crazy. He had people get in touch with me far after the fact, but somebody I talked to
Okay,
somebody
so
on the phone one time and I said, just give me my phone
so
back.
so
I'm
let's
not
bring
going to
that up.
court, bro.
So let's bring that up. I don't know how true this is, but he said he reached out for you to sign some type of affidavit or paper, uh, admitting that you're a hostile witness, so it could let him out of jail. But he said you would never sign it.
Nah, it never got to me. I heard the same thing you heard, but it never got to me. It never ever got to me.
Okay.
It never that whatever paper, it never got to me. People was like, yo, just sign the paper, like
Yeah.
nigga, just let them out. I was like, I have no problem with it. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, okay, it is what it is, whatever. But it never that I know what you're
I mean, you
talking
got you
about,
got to have some
but
type of like, gotta have some type of like, f you, dude. Like you try to rob me, bro. I mean, people wouldn't be
bro,
mad
you know
at you
what's
for that,
crazy?
right?
You know what's crazy, bro? I was so mad at dude up until 2 years, 3 years, 2 or 3 years. Yeah, and that's how long it took me to get over from being mad from Adam. Not mad that he robbed me, but mad that you had me boxed into a situation to where I had to go and testify. And now that takes some that hurts my image a bit. Not image, but like it gives
No, it
me
does.
people can look at me sideways.
It does.
That's what I was mad
People have
at.
also came out to me and they like, you talking to Jay Bling? Jay Bling's a snitch. You gotta stay away from these snitch niggas and all. And I'm like, look, dude, he's a civilian. He's a
Right.
civilian, and someone did something to him. Like, what is he supposed to do as a civilian? I don't like that across the board shit. I don't. Just me being real. I don't like that. Like, if my
Right.
son is a square and he's working a regular job and some street nigga come do some shit to him and he don't feel like he wants to get into street activity and he wants to use the law against you, I think my son should have every right to do that.
Yeah.
I
You're
don't
right.
think
And
he should have to go get it back in blood. But I do want to
yeah.
bring this up to you too because it got brought up, right? So even though like you're not a street dude, right? You had the Ti situation, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you were kind of like bragging about that, about snatching his chain. So do you feel
Bragging?
like,
You think I was
you
bragging
know,
about it or talking about it?
I mean that's how it can be perceived because
Yeah, I
we saw
mean,
clips. We just saw clips.
yeah, he took
So it was like it was
I
altercation. Someone snatched my chain. I snatched their chain, but
well,
then no
well,
police were called. But now, hold on.
well,
Let me just land my plane real quick.
okay.
But now that we talking to you and we got it full circle, it makes more sense because you never said because in my mind I'm like, okay, well if this dude snatched your chain, why didn't you call the cops on him? But you're saying I never even called the police. I never even wanted to participate in this at all. I was just a victim that was caught in the mix.
Right. 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 I
Is
mean,
that
I
right?
didn't have a phone to call the police. How nigga took my
That too.
phone. Like where am I?
That too.
Where's my phone to call the police on you? So I mean, I don't care. I would have listen, let me clarify. I would have most likely probably called the police if a shot went off, if I would have got shot, but my mind wasn't thinking call the police. It was get the fuck up out of here. It was my mind wasn't even in the moment. Somebody called the police. No, my only thing I could think of in that moment was get the fuck up out of here.
So let me
It
ask you
was
this.
not never call the police.
Had someone else not called the police, more than likely you probably wouldn't have called the police.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. It would have been. I never seen or heard from that dude, and I
Because he
wasn't about
really
to
didn't
talk
get
to
shit
those
from
girls
you.
again. He didn't get nothing from me to be
Right.
like, go get my chain
Yeah.
back. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, what you
Right.
get? My phone? Okay, the phone's off. I'm gonna get another SIM card.
But you had
Hopefully,
dudes in the street trying to
my
get the
SIM card
phone.
can load. Oh yeah, I paid a lot of people to do things. I paid a lot of
Yeah.
people to pay
Um.
a lot of people,
So
and
I heard that because I'm hearing we gonna ask. I ain't even gonna say that. But somebody else said he got caught because he had the phone. But now
nah,
we also heard that
nah,
he got caught because he got shot.
I
So the phone
promise you,
wasn't tracked.
nah, hell no. We ain't had that technology back then. We didn't have iCloud,
Right.
Apple
Right.
iClouds back then.
It didn't make
But
sense when I heard it. I'm like, how did they track a BlackBerry like it was an iPhone? It didn't make any sense.
they told me he got in the hospital, and it looked like a form of retaliation. And I said, I did not retaliate. I promise you, I didn't. But back to the Ti thing, I he to me Ti is a person that prides itself on being tough. Me, if you talk crazy about my homeboy, I'm gonna back up my homeboy, especially when that has helped take care of me, my career wise or whatever it may be. When the motherfuckers, somebody took my chain from the back and I'm in front of you fighting you, I see a chain. I didn't purposely say I'm snatching your chain, nigga. You running from me, somebody grabbing me, we grabbing this bitch at the same time, and that's how that happened. Purposefully, no, but
Yeah.
and even then, like that, what's even crazier? Full circle wise, Ti better thank Vicious. And I'm gonna say that. Why I'm gonna say that? Because after I fought him, the state of Georgia was trying to build a case on him. They contacted me like, yes, can you just you can file an incident report. Just file an incident report, and then you could potentially sue him later down the line. But we're just trying to keep count of what he did to you and has his sporadic behavior and how he's been over the years. And he has coalition or some shit with some gangs in Atlanta and in
Hmm.
LA. And his behavior,
Yeah.
I think you should write it, get an incident report. And then I was like, no, just give me the video. And he was like, no, we seen the video. We just need the incident. We just need an incident report. And I felt in
Yeah.
my heart that I'm not going down this rodeo again.
I
Two, I
already
don't
seen
give
it
a fuck
happen to
what I
one dude. I'm
consume
not doing it.
for. And three, had I not gone through the vicious shit and gone through the TI stuff, you probably the nigga getting indicted with some Young Thug stuff. Because that's what it. Looking at the Young Thug case, I honestly feel like that is the same kind of case they was trying to put on Ti, because it
Mm,
was just like, y'all not, why y'all me to, you're not even from California, but you want to put the incident report for his behavior. Oh, he got put over with drugs before, so we're just trying to da da da. Nah, we was joking. It's for the internet. It's for the internet.
mm.
I was saying this for the
So,
internet.
s-
But
so since that's
yeah,
happened to you, how has your life been like over the past
great,
16 years? Have you been dealing
great,
with a
great.
lot of ridicule from people in the streets, or people looking at you sideways, or is everybody treating you regular?
Treat me regular. Like, I always think of it like this. I'm not looking for nobody's acceptance because I build my own ground to walk on. I'm not looking to be accepted by nobody's game, nobody's podcast. I don't care to work with any celebrity. I'm building me and myself. So if if you talk crazy about me, oh yeah, snitch, da, 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 do not ever need me. Because if I find my way in a situation where my answer is a yay or nay, and I see this, because I keep note, I'm a petty nigga. I keep note. I'm gonna go, yeah, I think you should probably not work with that person. You know what I'm saying? But my life, I never had to right. I never had like I looked at it like you could try to stop me, but you're not gonna stop me. Like that's how I looked at it. And people that I knew that he knew, they were like, yo, you know that nigga in jail, he don't want me fucking with you, right? I'm like, oh, it is what it is. Hey, you want to try to go to this Trace? Yeah, nigga.
Yeah,
Oh, hey, come pull up on this interview I'm doing. I got such and such. Or come here or
yeah. He
whatever.
talked
They
about
be
that too.
what? About the dudes that he know? Like, cause it's a lot of
Yeah,
mutual people.
he felt he felt betrayed. And you know what? That's crazy about this world. And I tell people all the time, you never know what you're doing and who you doing it to, because you people don't take the time to make the connections. Like you have a lot of connections to this man, like
Right,
very deep, close connections. And that's
right.
crazy that you guys found this out after the fact. But when you
Sad.
take the time to know your people, like we black men, we shouldn't be out here victimizing each other or are pushing each other down or any of the
Right.
things that we do to each other. Nobody else does that. And if they do it, they hide it. We need to clean up our backyard. And I
Yeah.
commend you, brother, for standing on your 10
But
toes and being who you
over the
are and not
last
hiding.
16 years, it's been heavy on me. I ain't gonna lie to you about
Yeah.
that. That shit has been the heaviest, probably one of the heaviest things I had to hold. Even and even probably one of the easiest things that it was for me to forgive. Like I still find myself having trouble forgiving my brother and my cousin for stealing my safe at my mom's house recently.
Mm,
After going through
damn.
all of this, I find myself hard to forget. Like some days I'll be like, I forgive them. They cool. I was their father figure, they leader. Boom, boom. Showed them everything. Got them their first car. Boom, boom. But then it's like, man, how the fuck can y'all do that to me? But I'm over here forgiving a
Right.
nigga who probably tried to take my head off. I tried to take me out. I forgave him, but I always think of it like at the gates of heaven. I'm not trying to go and God be like, yo, you couldn't forgive them, but you expect me to forgive you. And that's why
Mm.
I'm able to forgive, and I hope he changed. And then somebody, a lot of my real folks, they sent me the clip. Hey, you ain't mad at the headline? No, because that's his story and that's what happened. That don't
Well,
bother me. That's his
just to get
truth.
just to get just to give context to it though, right? You know, um, I am who I am, but I'm also strategic with the way I do things. I knew the first one because my platform is all about black power, black peace, and empowering each other, right? So I knew they would respond negative to the first clip, right? The first clip is him, the bad him. The second clip is who he is and the new him, who he's became. And the third clip was the forgiveness. So it was a rollout. But
Right, right,
people, as
right. And
soon as they see
I
one thing,
seen those.
they uh, a lot of people haven't even watched the full episode. They just judging stuff off a clip. They'll go on
I
a
see.
rant off a clip where I'll be like, "Hey, dude, you might want to check out the whole thing because you might don't think you know what you're talking about for real."
Yeah, I seen those three clips, And I
Mm-hmm.
said to myself, that's that man's story. That's what happens. He ain't lying. I'm T.I., he J
Yeah.
Bling. It may not look good for me,
Yeah.
but I can't help it if that's his story.
I mean, look, anybody who's caught off guard with a gun in their face, the outcome's going to be the same. I don't know too many people who are Chuck Norris out here when it comes to having a revolver pointed right at you and you caught off guard. You know, so they can make up all these. Oh, if that was me, I would have. You know, but I seen it happen, and everybody gives it up.
Yeah, but like I was telling somebody the other day, I said, honestly, bro, I hope he did change. He said he changed. I was like, I hope he did. I hope when he get out, he can be this testimony, his testimony that he's going through. I hope that
Mm-hmm.
he can go talk to people about how he was and who he did what to. And there's truth to it. I'm not going to be the person that says, Bling, nigga, I heard his paperwork on you. Okay. All right. So,
Yeah, but you don't look at yourself as like a 6'9" or nothing like that, right?
hell
Because that's like a
no. Look,
different type of story.
that's a different story. It's like
Because that's
I'm
different.
a victim. I'm a victim. I hate saying victim, but fuck, I'm a
It's a big
victim.
difference. I mean, it's true.
Yes. Like
It's
you
a
rob
big
me. I'm not
difference
going.
between like it's a big difference like we said, like if you was flocking with somebody or you was selling dope or something and you got caught and then you told on your homeboy. It's not that. You're just a black man who's living your life who was victimized. And you shouldn't be ridiculed for that at all.
Shouldn't, but I will, and I'm okay with that. Just I'm okay with that. Like I don't even share the same audience with people who be like, nigga, you on paperwork, I can't rock with you. We don't even, nigga, we don't even cross paths. Like your audience, my audience, we two different people. I get it. I understand. I'm not gonna act like I don't understand why they acting like this or whatever, whatever. But if I got robbed again or shot, I'm calling the police. I'm not calling a homie from down the street. Hey, nigga, come patch this bullet wound up, nigga. I got hit. You know what I'm saying? I never understood the
Right.
psychology of a gang. I never understood y'all banging a block that y'all don't own no fucking property on. Y'all banging a color and y'all not getting no salary from it. All right, but we
Yeah.
robbing niggas, we hitting licks. All right, you gotta hit a lick at least once a week to really survive out here. So you can go 52 and 0 and get away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're
Something
gonna
gonna happen down the line. Your
because you
boy
made
gonna
some
snitch
money,
on
but
you.
you're not. Yeah.
So it's like for me, common sense ain't that common, and it's sad that a lot of people get locked up, and it takes for them to get locked up for 16 years in order to change. But who's to say another month out of jail he wouldn't be here today? Maybe God said, "Yo,
They
you
they
need to do
have said
16."
jail have saved some people's lives. Jail has saved some
Yeah,
people's lives. Indeed.
it's called the
Absolutely.
rehabilitation center, right? For a reason.
It doesn't
That stuff
rehabilitate
all coming up.
everybody, but yeah, so we bringing him in for the first time. We finna have Jay Bling and Kenny, who formerly used to go by Vicious,
Yeah, I
come
ain't
together
seen
and
them
talk
since.
since that day. This is a
Right.
powerful moment. I don't know how this is gonna feel to either party, but you
Damn.
know, uh, now we're here for the first time together. Uh, I'd like to welcome in Kenny. Can you lift your camera up a little bit, brother? Because we can't see
Yeah,
your
I'm about to
face.
right now.
Oh,
Mine's
you're
okay.
about to do
I'll
it.
do that.
Just re-angle your camera. Just like point it more up so we can see your face. There you go.
He can set it up how
Yeah.
it was.
Excuse me, I'm just relaying a message. You hear me? From Logan. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Y'all gotta get away from the door. Excuse me.
Damn.
So how you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm
I
blessed,
mean, you know.
man. How y'all doing, man? Good evening to y'all.
What's going on? That shit hurt me to
So we
see this.
just yeah. Um, we just want to. I want to of course, Jay Bling, Kenny Jay Bling. This is the first time y'all talking since that happened. You guys have never
Yeah.
really been like introduced to each other or ever had a conversation ever, right?
Nah.
Well, I mean, we talked on the phone a couple of times, but it was on ignorant stuff on my end. So, um, yeah, I think this the real
Damn.
first civilized conversation we gonna have.
Crazy, bro.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So,
what's the first thing? I know a lot of things running through your mind. I'll let you start. I'll let you start first, Kenny.
well, I do want to apologize, man. Since I do get to see you face to face, I do want to apologize to you, man, and let you know as a man, from me to you, you didn't deserve what I did. Um, it was something that was spontaneous on my behalf, wasn't planned, and just something that I was used to doing on a daily, and I didn't think twice about doing it, man. And you gotta forgive me for my ignorance and ever trauma I put you through, for whatever situation that I probably caused in your life to be, triggered by that, and I apologize about that, man. I hope that you can forgive me for that, and finding your heart to understand that, I was an ignorant kid, and the person I am today, I wouldn't do nothing but advocate against anybody doing that type of stuff.
Um, I definitely forgive you. Um, and I hope you forgive me, bro. I
And
really
I
do.
appreciate that.
Because you got kids?
I got a son. He's 15.
Damn, same age as my son. My son was born in 2010.
Mine's too. My son born November 24th.
Mine was December 26th.
Damn.
Damn.
Imagine that.
It's fucked up for me right now. I feel horrible, bro. Because the reason why I feel horrible, because
Sorry, big dog.
I didn't want you to go to jail. When that shit happened and they bringing me in and making me do this shit that I don't want to do, bro. That shit didn't. I didn't want that to happen. Like, and it's like I'm gonna go chin up, chest out. Like, okay, if the shit happened, oh, it is what it is. I did what I fucking did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't take that back. I didn't want you to fucking go to jail. Like, I didn't like here in 16 years, you got a son the same age as my son. Like, the shit is mentally fucking me up. And I forgave you way back then, but my forgiveness couldn't get you out of jail. My forgiveness couldn't get you, you know what I'm saying, with your son. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's the most fucked up thing where it's really fucking with me, bro. I didn't get to see my dad was behind bars. The same, I'm your son, like in the same type of situation. And it's like, I feel like if I could take back going to court or fucking just leaving the state that day, I would have. I didn't expect to be walked into a courtroom with all these motherfuckers. It was no way for me to prepare for nothing like that. Like I walk in, I'm like what the fuck is this shit? My friends, my boys that's from different hoods. Hey, you can't go to court. Oh, I know I'm not going. You can't go to court. I'm not going.
I can't be bothered, bro. No, bro. No. Sorry.
And this shit fucks me up, bro. Like, and every day, and it'd be crazy for me to say I don't think about it every day. I'll be lying if I say I don't think about that. I think about like, damn, like I see memes like that nigga that you told him coming home tomorrow. I like, oh shit, I see stuff like that, and I'm like, I wonder. I used to always wonder, like, could I forgive me if the tables was turned, and I honestly couldn't. I couldn't say I could. Be honest with you. When I seen that video and you apologize, it did something to me differently that made me say, do I need to be closer to God or something? Because for him to say that was deeper than what I can
Mm.
um then I would be able to do, more powerful than what I would be able to do. And it's just, this shit sucked. This shit, honestly, it sucked. It sucked from the moment the shit happened to when the bro, like, what the fuck, I like, it didn't, everything that happened didn't need to happen over a fucking phone. Over a fucking phone. It wasn't, and I don't know what you did before in your past, but them motherfuckers, they wanted you. I don't know what it was that you did. They wanted Kenny. They wanted. They was like, it's either you or him, but we getting him. We doing something. That's what it felt like. I don't know who this dude is. I ain't never had a conversation with him. I don't know. I don't know what it is, what you've done before. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But you were in Lancaster, they wanted you. Period. I've never seen nobody trip out over a fucking phone to that extent. I never seen that.
Well,
And it's like,
just to comment on that a little bit, bro. I was a nuisance, you know, and I don't even like. It's a lot of time, right? But it ain't as much time as I could have had, and that's my silver lining. You know what I mean? Like doing the time allowed me to grow in ways that I never would have been able to grow. Free world. You know what I mean? Like the things that I learned and experienced and went through since I've been in here, bro, that gave me a new perspective on so much that you can only get by going through it. You know what I'm saying? They gotta saying you gotta go through it to get to it. And I feel like I got to it, but I went through it. You know, I did so much wrong in my life, bro. 16 years even enough. You know what I mean? Like I could do my time. I've done my time with my head up because I understood, like, you know, in the beginning it was your fault. And it was your fault. You the reason why I'm in jail. But as I ain't happened, you know, I lost my dad in 2012, lost my grandfather in
I'm sorry.
2013, lost my
I'm gonna
grandma,
interrupt you.
lost a couple of my
Is
brothers.
is can y'all hear
Lost
me?
a couple of my brothers. You know? I just lost another brother November 15th. You know, I lost my mama, just so many friends. You know, my little cousin Tommy. Like, I lost so many people since I've been in here, bro. And I had to realize that life is gonna keep going and keep ending no matter what. So, always tried to find purpose on why God was sending me through all of that. You know what I mean? And starting to try to undo some of the things that I did in my life. You know what I mean? I did a lot wrong, bro, and I could probably never catch up with righteous stuff, but I'm sure gonna try. You know, I'm sure gonna try, man. It's an uphill battle. It's a long race, but I'm just trying to do as much good as I can, man. And I think these last 4 years that I've been doing a good job, and I'm just working on myself and on my spirit, man. Like, and you ain't gotta feel no type of way, bro. Like, I promise you, you don't. You ain't gotta feel no type of way, bro. Like, it ain't on you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't on you. You know, like the streets will say it is. Everybody else will say it is, but I'm telling you, it ain't. I'm
right,
telling you, it ain't on you, bro. This 16 years came from the divinity. This 16 years came from the universe. That's just karma. This don't got nothing to do with journey. This is karma. You feel me? At its best. And I gotta accept that. You know what I'm saying? You was a collateral damage and a casualty in my wrath that I bestowed upon the world. You know what I'm saying? You was just another object in my my way, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it got nothing to do with you, bro. It got nothing to do with you. And for me to try to minimize it and make it your fault is ignorant. It ain't right to rally the troops against a person that didn't ask for something to happen to him. You know what I mean? It took me a long time, bro, and to be honest, I feel more some type of way about the people that know you, that know me, than I do about you. Actually, being the sole provider of that information, I feel more a way about them than I do about you.
It's a lot of mutuals. It's a lot of mutual. A lot of people tell me they know you. A lot of people.
I know, and it's a small world, but at the same time, I feel like we all live the same lifestyle. You feel me? Like we all a part of something in that scenario of what we talking about. We all a part of something. We all supposed to follow the same rules. We all supposed to be a part of the same team, the same code. Nobody showed loyalty to that extent. Nobody did. Not one person. You had people reach out to you. You had people voice their opinion. But for the most part, they were not willing to go the extra mile to make sure things fell in my favor or to make sure that you paid the price. Call it the striker, ball to ball. You know what I mean? Ain't like they didn't have access. You know what I mean? And that hurt more than you. You know what I'm saying? Having a police report put in my, like, that hurt more. It hurt more to see that the people who say that they with this and with that still, having super ties to you. In the beginning of my time, it was confusing. But then I had to understand, like, okay, he helping these people. You know what I'm saying? He's an asset to them. And I had to really challenge myself and understand value. Well, if he the asset, then what am I? Am I the liability? Yes. Yes. Yes, Kenny, you're a liability. You're calling my phone and you're asking me to do something that I'm not willing to do. You want me to do something that I'm not gonna do. I got too much to live for out here. You're in there, I'm out here. I'm not trying to be in there with you. Yes, straight liability, man. And that's what it all boiled down to in life, man. Liabilities and assets. So you know, uh, that's what propelled everything forward. Is that you were an asset. And I'm not saying they not your real friends, because I'm pretty sure that you got real bonds with dudes too that I know. But when we talking about people who I've known since I was 8, 9, 10 years old, feel me? Like that's like a slap in the face to me as a gang member. You know what I mean? But looking back on all of that, I ain't no gang member no more. I don't live by none of them codes no more, and I advocate against all of them. So I understand. I get it. It's always gonna be me over you, and that's just what it is, bro. But that's my liberation too, is understanding that everybody else has chosen themselves overall. So now I gotta start choosing me, and it's rubbing people the wrong way that I'm choosing me. You know what I'm saying? People gonna see this and they gonna say, "Man, I never do." Yeah, of course you won't. You ain't me.
Right.
I got
Right.
how you could talk to, bro. You ain't me. You ain't me. You ain't been through what I've been through. You ain't walked in my shoes, bro. You don't understand things the way I understand them. God ain't talking to you like he talking to me. He talking to me different. I'm a different kid of his. He gonna speak to me different. He ain't gotta coddle me. He can tell me the real and I'ma feel it. You feel
Mm.
me? I don't
Yeah.
get stroked and patted on the back and told good job. He gonna give it to me raw. He gonna take my mama from me. He gonna take my daddy from me. He gonna take my brother from me. He gonna say, see what you did to yourself? See what you did to yourself? He gonna give it to me raw because he know I could take it. He know I could take it. He know I could take it. these walls, sit behind these walls, and lose everybody I lost and still smile every day. Cause I'm built like that. So don't feel bad, bro. I
Yeah.
can take it. I'm straight. Bro. Trust me.
It was you know what make me feel like what really make me feel bad is that when I talked to somebody, I'm not sure who reached out. It was like probably one of your brothers or something like that. He's like, we'll get the phone to you. Just don't go to call. We get the phone to you. I'm not sure who it was. That was that one phone call, and I told him, I said, bro, you know, I'm not going. Just try. I'm not.
Yeah, that was
And I,
my older brother. He gave me
and
that message and pressing for a
and I,
speech. Right.
yeah, and like, and I felt bad, bro. I'm not even gonna hold it. I don't know how I looked to you up there, but I was hot. I was hot. I was pissed. I was
I bet you
pissed.
was. I bet you was, man. Like being able to look at somebody who did something like that to you and not be able to do nothing to them, but have all the power to do everything to them. I bet took advantage of the opportunity, bro. You did what a lot of people would have did, just not in the same scenario. A lot of people would do the same things, bro. They just got different methods. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
I'm
Like,
not.
so
What I'm
don't.
saying is, I was pissed because I didn't plan on going there. I know whoever called me when I told them, I was like, I ain't going. Don't worry. But when they grabbed me up and pulled me in there, it was like, what the fuck do I do? I'm young. I'm shit 16 years ago. I ain't got the smarts that I got now today of knowing the
Right.
laws and how shit work. They told me I retaliated on you. I ain't retaliated on him. What are you talking about?
So I
It
want to
was
bring
like
that up real quick. How did you end up getting caught, Vicious? Because we heard that they tracked the phone, which they couldn't have tracked that phone. It was, didn't have the technology to track back then. And then I heard that you shot yourself.
you was in the hospital. They said they got you in the hospital, and I retaliated. I was like,
So we want to get
I
the
would
truth
never
out. We
shoot
want to,
nobody. I
yeah, we
never
got
shoot
both y'all
nobody.
on here. So we want to debunk a couple things.
All right. I'm an open book, man. You feel me? Like, shoot, I did my time. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Yeah. So the first rumor I want to debunk is, how did you get caught exactly?
Well, it's a couple different ways, right? So I kept the phone for a hot second, and one of your girls that was stored in your phone named Barbie, she was calling, and I was acting like I was you, and I know she probably didn't think I was you, but she seemed like she was biting. And it was a stupid move on my end because I'm talking to her and I'm telling her to meet me, telling her that my car got messed up and I need some more money and woo. And I'm so stupid. I'm thinking about robbing her when she pull up. Like just stupid. Like like just it ain't like it's so stupid. It's funny. It's like I'm telling her like, yeah, man, you know my car in the shop, man. They got the BMW in this. I'm trying to, the transmission. I said something stupid, and I'm like, yeah, I'm over here. Like, I probably need like $800 so I can get it fixed. And woo, she like, I got you, woo. But I think it's like that was the police talking to me the whole time, because I'm standing on Fifth Street and Lancaster Boulevard, but I'm in the cut, and I'm telling her where I'm at, and she's saying she's parked at right here, and I'm like, well, what kind of car are you in? And she's like, I'm in a Wooty Woo, and I'm like, I don't see that type of car, so you can't be at that light. And she's like, I'm right where you at, and I'm like, come in the back of the apartment building. So I look down Fifth toward the cemetery, toward Challenger Way, and I see two police coming from off the back street walking, and they walking toward the back of the apartment building. So I'm like, damn, the chances that the police is showing at the same time this girl's supposed to be showing up. But I'm across the street though, so they can't see me. I'm standing in the apartments in the bushes just looking at them. So they walk in the police building, so I hang the phone up. I cut the phone off like, yeah, that's the police talking to me. So then we go on back on the cul-de-sac and we was all chilling and talking. And the next thing you know, we see two crash cars coming. So everybody dispersed. We all run. They don't catch nobody that night. But that was the first interaction that I had with the police of them trying to get me on that. So I wind up having a little altercation with my little god brother Baldy, and I had a gun in my back pocket, and he pushed me against the car, and the gun fell out my pocket and went through his leg and wind up getting stuck in my arm. So, you know, everybody was saying I shot my little brother, and like that was like something else I had to deal with rhetoric. People saying, "Yeah, man, why would you shoot him? That's supposed to be your brother." And I'm like, man, you know, the gun fell out my pocket. Nobody believed that. I think people still don't believe that, you know. But yeah, that is what it is. So I go to the hospital to try to get the bullet took out of my arm. My little sis, she telling me, man, you got to go to the hospital and get the bullet, because when I see that the bullet is stuck in my arm, I'm trying to get a razor and cut it out. She like, don't do that. You're going to get gangrene. And so she started making me like self-consciously be nervous. Like, damn. Like, okay, let me go to the hospital then. So I'm like, well, we got to go to the hospital, but I got to give them a fake name, because if I give them my real name, I'm probably going to go to jail. She like, for what? I'm like, I can't give them my real name. I'm like, so everybody just back up the name I'm going to give. You feel me? I'm not going to tell them nothing, because I'm going to go in there to the emergency room. I want to seem like I'm kind of out of it. So y'all tell them what my name is, and I'll just collaborate the story. So I go to the hospital, and, you know, I'm laying on the thing, and they hook me up with an IV and all that, and the police come in the room. You know, no, actually, I fall asleep with the IV in, and when I wake up, I look, and the police is standing over me going through my phone. So I look at the sheriff, and I'm knowing the police gonna show up to the hospital because it's a gunshot. I'm a gunshot victim. So my story was way something else. That we was on the freeway, some Mexicans rolled by and tried to shoot me. So my little bro, he got shot too. So he's in another room telling them the same thing. He was in front of his house and the police shot at him. I mean, and some Mexicans rolled by and shot at him. And so, but I don't know that this is his story too. So I think the police, they was just on some real detective stuff, and they figured it all out. And once they came in there and they was going through my phone, you know, and they see all my text messages between me and my god sister, that's what made them know that I had a gun. So they was like, so who'd you shoot? When I wake up, they like, who'd you shoot? And I'm like, what? They like, who'd you shoot? I didn't shoot nobody. Somebody shot me. They like, so what's your name? And I'm like, I told you my name already. They like, what's your name? I'm like, I told you my name. They go back and forth with me. They start looking at all my tattoos. They're like, well, we see you got a lot of prison ink on you. I'm like, these ain't no prison tattoos. He start laughing. He say, so what's your name, man? And I'm like, I told you my name. He said, so you ever been to jail? I'm like, yeah, I've been arrested before. He like, for what? I'm like, Metrolink tickets. He like, so why you ain't in the system then if you've been arrested? And he called me by the name. And I'm like, I don't know, bro. Run it again. This the birthday. So he running it again. He like, yeah, man. So the girl come in. The girl, female police come in. When she come in, she like, are you Kenny? And I'm like, what? She like, are you Kenny? I'm like, no. Who is Kenny? So he called a nurse in there. She said, are y'all done with the dude police? He called a nurse. He said, are y'all done with him? And she like, yeah, we're not gonna take the bullet out. It's not hitting anything. There's no reason to remove it. He said, can you unhook him then? Cause we're gonna take him with us. I say, take me with y'all for what? They like ex-felon with a possession of a firearm. I'm like, I don't got no gun. How you gonna arrest me? I don't got no gun. He said, well, it says in these text messages that you had a firearm. So they put my phone back down and they go out and they go talk to the nurse. So I heard him reach over there and grab my phone and I delete all the messages and I turn it off because it locks automatically. So I heard him cut it off, put it back, and I'm like, damn. So I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, they trying to arrest me for a gun, but I don't have a gun. So I'm gonna get right out. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm gonna get right out. So I go to the substation and they can't keep me in there because I got an open wound. So they got to drive me right to Twin Towers. So they take me to the substation. I'm in there like 6 hours, and they got me booked for 3056 ex-felon with a firearm. So I'm looking at my pink slip like,
So the
okay,
name you
this ain't.
use, my bad. So the name you used had been in jail before?
I don't think so. I was losing like a Jermaine Jackson or something like that, like Jermaine Jones or something like that. Something I came
Because
off
that
the
don't make
top.
no sense. if you weren't in the
They knew who
system,
I was.
you
They knew who I was off the
okay,
dribble.
okay,
Thing I said
okay.
mattered. They knew who I was. Like, you feel me? Like, I got a distinctive look about myself. And they got so many mug shots of me and everything. I've been to jail so much, bro. Like, they knew exactly who I was. They was pulling my friends over during the time from August 6th to September 12th. They was pulling my friends and family over, telling them they looking for me. But they never raided my house. They never came to my house not one time. So that's what kind of made me understand that Jamie and Alicia really didn't know much about me. Feel me, as far as my real name, and he didn't know my real name either. So they was just really just going off the dang Vicious. They just really going off the moniker Vicious. And I'm probably like the only blood named Vicious. This an Inglewood blood. So you feel me? Like it ain't really a lot of dudes. This blood's named Vicious. So they zooming in on that, and then the weirdos. So they knew who they was dealing with. Anything I said wasn't gonna matter. They was taking me to jail. So when I get to the county jail, I'm talking to all my bros in the county, like, yeah, I'm finna go home, bro. Woo, 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 woo. Showing them my pink slip, talking to people like, hey, bro, if it say this what I'm in jail for, they like, yeah, man, you getting out. I'm like, they ain't got no gun. They can't keep me. Man, I go to court. The lawyer come pull me out for arraignment. He immediately get to talking about the case. Like, yeah, man, is your name Kenny McNeil? I'm like, yeah. He like, okay, I'll be representing you in this kidnap robbery case. I'm like, hold on, wait. I'm like, I'm a gun, man.
Kidnap robbery
I
is
mean,
wow.
I'm like, robbery, kidnap, man. I'm in here for a gun, bro. Like, you got. He asked me all the same questions again. Asked me for my birthday. I'm like, yeah. He asked me for my address. I'm like, yeah. He like I said, I'm gonna be representing you in this case. I'm like, man, you got me confused with somebody else. And they stand me up, walk me out, and then I see my little cousin Tevin. I see him coming out. He got his pajamas on with no shoes. I'm like, this is that case. Like, damn. And then he offered me 65 years. He said, we'll give you 65 years without the letter. And I said, what's that? He said, without a life sentence, you could take 65 years right now. I say, 65 years? That's not no deal. And they was talking about, they wanted to give me life, man. The DA told
Because of
me
what,
straight up.
kidnapping? Because they said it was kidnapping?
Just because of, it really didn't have nothing to do with you, bro. You was just like a nail in the car. It didn't have nothing to do with you, bro. Like, seriously.
So it's like you said, they had it out for him.
You don't even know how much it didn't have to do with you. You know what I'm saying? There's so much stuff in the case. And they gave me 3 years for robbery. They gave me 3 years for persuading the witness. And they gave me 2 years for the.
Oh, you was cutting out. You said for a witness. What happened?
They said they gave me 3 years for the robbery for the robbery with the firearm. They gave me 3 years for that. They gave me 3 years for dissuading the witness. That's trying to call you and having everybody call you and stuff. So, you know, I was doing all of that on the collect phone call. So they was recording all of that, and they was adamant about, if you go to trial, we're using all of these calls. And they let me hear 3 of them. Me telling my sister, hey, yeah, go in the closet and get that camera and throw that in the trash. Then telling my brother, call Whoop the Whoop and tell Whoop the Whoop to give me that phone back, man. And telling him, you know, I got him, just telling him I need that phone back because bro just want the phone. Like, and he like, where the SIM card? I'm like, the SIM card, I threw the SIM card away. I'm like, man, maybe he can still get what he want off the phone. Like, just give him back the phone. So that's why my bro was like, you gonna get the phone back. Don't trip, we're gonna get the phone back for you. Cause we was trying to get everything back, you know, but it was too late, too little too late, you know? Like, too little too late, because once I did that to you, bro, everybody was calling me, telling me to give you back your phone. And I was like, why y'all are advocating for him when he called the police? Why everybody calling me, this in the streets, telling me about somebody that called the police? And that's when I started realizing, like, damn, he messed with all the homies. And I was like, damn, well,
you
he
know what?
didn't have.
You know I ain't called the police. I ain't had no phone
Who
to call
called
the
the
police. I don't know. I got
Who
arrested
called
on
the
the corner. I got arrested on the corner. They said I was robbing somebody, and they
Who
hit
called the
me up.
police?
So
I
tell
don't
him
know.
what happened. Tell him what happened when he pulled off from you, because he don't know what happened when you
Yeah.
pulled off from him.
So when I hop back in the car,
How much? Let me see. Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta check my background.
Right. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is definitely deep. This is definitely deep.
This is the deepest shit
It's
I've ever
definitely deep.
been
This
through,
is
bro.
this
I
is
ain't even
this
gonna
is
hold you. This
this
probably
is
some of the deepest shit I ain't ever been through.
yeah, bro. And I'm not even ashamed to say, like, when y'all first got together on here, man, I had to hold them back, bro. Like a couple of them fell down, but
Yeah,
All right.
so when I pulled off, my car was loud. The cop was right there on the corner. Wow, right there on the corner. Get out. Where the gun? I had to do all this and do shirt and turn around. And I'm telling them I'm the one I just got robbed. I got robbed. Had
Oh,
Alicia had the girl never come in front of you and do this, whoever called the police in that area, I don't know who it was. Somebody in that neighborhood seen that everything that was going on. When if she never came out, they would have still seen you holding that gun to me.
you probably would have died.
But I don't know, and that's what another thing when people was like, "Why you call the police?" I was like, "How would I call the police? I didn't have a phone. Nigga, I got arrested. Y'all, I was in the back of a car, and they looking at me trying to show that I'm not the person that had the gun, and that's how that happened. And then how the statement came about was, I had to give a
shoot.
statement that the
You have to
girls
let them know what happened so they know that you ain't the suspect.
say that
I
again.
get it. I said basically you had to let them know what happened so they know you're not the suspect.
Exactly, that's exactly what it was. Because
You got to
at the
differentiate yourself from the victim and the damn suspect. I get it. That's crazy because I never knew that. And I'm thinking about it like you didn't have a phone. But yeah, that's crazy.
yes,
That's
I
crazy.
don't know. I don't know who caught it. I don't know. I never knew. I never knew how. I looked at it like, damn, that was God coming to save me. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how it was so many cop cars just pulling up. I'm like, how the fuck did they know this? Like, how did they know
Because
this was going on?
he said had he just made it home and the cops not got him, he would you didn't take enough for him to call the police. He'd have never called them on you.
It was no point. It was 0 point for me to say, yo, he took all my chains or took all my money from my party or he took my car. It was my phone. It wasn't even a rowdy situation. It wasn't for me like it was just damn cops pulling up. They saying where the gun at, and they trying to say my car ain't my car. Mind you, having that car in Lancaster, I always got pulled over. Always
Yeah.
got pulled over. So it was like when they was trying to make it seem like I had a gun and was robbing people. I'm not no gangbanger, bro. I'm not no none of that. But them and twice they try to make me seem like I was just super thug. Like, man, I ain't just robbed nobody. I just got robbed. And then the other time, oh, sounds like a retaliation to me. What's going on?
So another
Who
thing
I
too,
don't
I
know
want to
who
point
this
out
dude
that you
is,
probably didn't
what
know.
he got going on, and whatever going on with what's going on in Lancaster. But you was a super menace to them, and they depicted that to me. But I'm not. I'm still knowing who I know. You just put a, the crazy thing is, my best friend Ricky, y'all got into it at my club, Bamboo, that Wednesday. Literally that Wednesday, y'all got into it
Yeah.
in a parking lot.
Yeah. Hey, real
Yep.
quick, something else I want to point out. Something else
So
I
it was,
want to
it
point
was
out.
more so like, is this nigga
Also,
like a super
can you hear me?
super killer? Like, what the fuck? Who am I dealing with?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Or no? Oh, okay. My bad. I just want to point this out real quick before y'all go off into something else. Also, too, he didn't make a statement that night
It was that morning. I didn't make a
against you.
statement that day. It was the
He
next day to
yeah,
get them out.
he had to make a statement in order for them to let the girls go. That's how the girls got let go and off your case
Right.
in exchange for his statement.
They were in jail. Their mom kept calling me, kept blowing my phone up. Huh?
Talked about that because I figured, and how
And he didn't remember your name. He didn't remember
right.
the vicious. He didn't remember that.
Damn, cause
The mom brought the name up.
yeah.
Get my baby. And I remember Alicia jumping in front of the gun. I'm like, I owe her. I owe her. She jumped in front of that motherfucker in my face, no hesitation. Now, if I don't go get her this lady daughters out of jail, and this girl just literally saved my life, like how I'm gonna live with that? I don't know this dude. This dude just tried to rob me. Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. Pop, 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 pop. Nigga, you got a routine. It was you ain't that wasn't your first time.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like it was like crazy part about
He
it. The
said,
crazy part about it, man, I felt so bad putting that gun in Alicia's face, bro. Like, cause them like my real little homegirls, bro. Like, I watched them grow up, bro, from New Vista, bro. Like they used to always hang in my garage, bro, and chill. You feel me? Like, damn, man, man, it was, man. It has been a lot for me to think about, bro, over all of these years, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just understanding that, like, grateful for the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it sounds strange to say, but a person like me needed something like this, bro. Person like me needed something like this, bro, because it wasn't nothing that was gonna slow me down or stop me from doing things like that ever. Like you said, it was routine and it was easy.
so real quick. So real quick. I think it'll give him closure to know what made you target him that night.
Um, comments, you know, he
Yeah,
owned,
like walk him through it.
he owned. You know what I'm saying? He owned.
He hasn't seen your interview, so
Oh,
he hasn't watched it at all. So he doesn't know what made you target him and how that played out. So just run that through for
oh,
him real quick.
well, my people like basically said that you one of the dudes that's on out there and you be having bands on you and you do the radio and you know what I'm saying you get people on put people's songs on the radio. That's why when I approached you, that was my topic. That was my icebreaker of I'm trying to get a song on the radio. You know, I figured that was the only way you would probably roll your window down or even entertain or even relax. You know what I'm saying? The only way you would relax is if I probably, you know what I'm saying, fed into what you had going on and make myself seem like a groupie. If I make myself seem like a groupie, you know, and you really did brush me off. you was like, who is this fool at my damn window? You was like sitting
Yeah,
back.
he seen you looking around in his car too. He was wondering why you was looking
Yeah,
around in his car. And
yeah.
and and
I was
another thing,
trying
so
to
one
see
of the
if you had.
dudes had just made a comment, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yep, just saying you was on. You know what I'm saying? That's all I needed to hear, bro. You know, and crazy part about it, I had like $1,600-$1,700 on me in my pocket. That's the crazy part is I had money on me, and I was just wanting more. Like really, just you know what I'm saying? I was just stupid, bro. It was girls out there. We was chilling. Feel me? Like I'm used to being the idiot in the crowd. You know what I mean? So like they just didn't take the situation serious as I did. When they said you was on, they don't know my antennas was all over it. Like I'm like, okay, sure, this is easy. This is gonna be an easy come up, you know, and wasn't an easy come up. It was an easy 16 years.
Mm,
Like,
damn.
so everything that glitter ain't gold. You know what I mean? Like you was chilling. You was coming to hang out with your girl and go do whatever you feel me. Like you had basketball shorts on and slides. You didn't even have an earring in your ear. You feel me? Like you was chilling. Like and you know, just like it just felt dumb as hell. Like we was riding away, and I'm like, man, that's all this fool had. I gave it to little bro to put in the gas tank. Here, bro, put it in the gas tank. I'm gonna keep this though. I can sell this. I can sell this. Like, and fool didn't have nothing, and that's why I didn't think nothing was gonna be nothing. I was like, shoot, this ain't nothing, you know. And I was really just expecting like phone calls. I was expecting my homies to call and be like, man, what you do that for, bro? Ooh, bro, want to fade or woo, woo, woo. Like, that's the most I thought was gonna happen. And you know, God had other plans though. You know what I'm saying? But that's as far as my mind went. That okay, this he probably gonna know somebody I know, and they gonna be calling trying to get the stuff like like I never thought that I would be coming to jail for that. Everything else I did in the past, I thought that stuff would catch up before that did. But that wind up, you know, pushing me in this spot. But yeah, got to be a little smarter out there if you're gonna be doing crime, or just don't do crime. Leave people the hell alone. You never know what's gonna happen.
Right.
Never know who you're
Damn.
messing with. Never
Yeah.
know who you mess with. And you wind up being so close to a lot of people I know that they didn't even care. They didn't even care. It was like, man, what you do that
No,
for? That was
one of them said I could have got you. I could have got you on the train for somebody told me they could have got me. Sitting right next to me. You know I could have got you. You did blah blah
oh
blah blah blah.
yeah. I had somebody sitting in front of your house one day, and I wanted you to sign the affidavit. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody sitting in front of your house watching you, and he called me and he was like, "You want me to?" And I was like, "Nah, bro, hell nah. I need that fool. I need him to do the affidavit. I need him to get me out." You had other fools calling me trying to get your paperwork and just expose your name on the internet. You had fools asking me, can I, can I, can I call and tell the story so they could put it on a rap album? And that was irritating the hell out of me. Just
Now,
to be
Jay
honest,
Bling, real quick, did you know that your life was that close to being taken?
I
Do you
mean,
have
it's
any
been
clue?
I've been shot at my parties before. I've been actually shot before. So
Yeah, I
it's
know,
like
but somebody
it's been
waiting
situations. I
outside.
mean, not I didn't know with this situation, but there's been situations where, living in Vegas, I
But I'm just
didn't
talking
people
about
didn't
this
rent in my house.
specifically right here. Did you
Oh,
know
this
that people like,
specifically? No,
yeah,
somebody came up to me. Somebody came up to me, sitting right next to me in the club and said, "Hey, you boom, boom," and that's my boom, wow. And good, yeah, I could have got you right now. I'm just letting you know. Walked off. I was like, damn,
yeah?
this is in Vegas.
Did that put like a eerie feeling on you, like where you just like were super paranoid or anything like that?
Guilt, guilt. I never felt like,
But did you feel
do
in
something.
danger
I
though?
never
Like, man,
felt that.
I need to watch my back when I'm walking in the house, when I'm coming out the
I
door, or
felt the moment,
you
the
know,
moment, the moment, the moment this shit happened, it made me watch my back with everybody.
mm,
So if somebody said I was cocky or if I was an asshole, it was this situation that made me say, I can't be friendly no more. I can't put everybody on no more. Fuck that. I'm not taking CDs from nobody. I'm not shaking everybody's hand. I'm not doing that no more.
he said, I'm not taking a CD from nobody.
Cause the way he did it was
no,
so wow. I was like, damn. And then when you
no,
got
for real, bro.
when you I was out the car and the way you was still patting me and gun out, I'm like, I'm not about to. This is a real guy. Look, this is a real gun. This ain't pretend. He not smiling. He not laughing like everybody else is over there giggling. He is. This motherfucker is serious.
Yeah, he
I'm
ain't
not about to
He
playing.
play
was
with. I'm not about to play with none of that. So
like,
it was
"Hey
for.
man, he like your boy robbing me." I was like, "Man, they can't help you.
They
They
can't
can't
help
help
you.
you."
Fuck. You said
They
they can't help you. Fuck them. I said,
and
oh,
they they couldn't. Like that just go to show you, my closest friends couldn't help. Like but I just look at the situation that you just spoke on. The dude coming up to you at the like that's weak. Like you feel me? Like that's weak. Like that don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what make the game so easy to leave and make life easy for you to transform and change, bro. These are the reasons for you not to be in the streets doing stuff in the street. Them reasons right there. That's not G. That's not gangster at all. As vicious,
Rolling up on a
I
dude
would have
saying,
never
"Hey, I
did
could have
that.
got you." That ain't no gangster. That ain't no gangster ish.
Hey, I
yeah. He
hey,
said
I
that
could
shit
have
to me.
got me. That's gonna get you got telling you could have got me. Like
Told me
that's
that,
not
bro, in the
G.
club,
Like
bro. In the club, told me that in the club, right to my face. And I was like,
and
fuck.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's where the lines is so blurred because it's like to you that's probably like damn. But if somebody say something like that to me, in them situations, for me, it's like, yo bad if you don't. Yo bad if you don't. You ain't gonna bail off casually. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just go to show, bro. Like we just talking about, brother, Ace. Like, it, bro, it's not what people make it out to be, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm able to do this easily, bro. And that's why I'm able to leave these gangs alone. That's why I'm able to transform my identity. That's why I'm able to reinvent myself. And that's why I'm able to push positivity. And I'm able to politic the positive things about life and down talk all that other stuff. That's why I'm able to do it, bro. Is because everybody who making it seem like they so for real, they're not. They're not. And I was for real. And it's not to say I'm better than nobody or nothing. It's just to say that I didn't play no games with nobody about that type of stuff. And they playing. They want to put out songs and tap you on the shoulder and say, oops, could have got. Get out of here, bro. That's no action. That's nothing to even brag about. People calling me saying, man, I seen him. Okay, so what'd you do? Oh, man, I was with my auntie. So I done did stuff with my grandma in the car. Did stuff with my mama in the car. Like, what that mean? So, like, just looking at everybody and everything, every situation, bro, it's like a Rubik's Cube, bro, trying to come to the realization that I needed to leave that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to get everything lined up in my mind to understand what I was going to do and the step that I was taking and the identity that I'm leaving behind and what I'm going to encounter from leaving it behind. People are already on the podcast saying you a Buster, you a Mark, and I get it. You feel me? But I'm cool with being all of that. Just for the record.
And I'll be telling, like, I seen the clips, and for me it was just like when I seen you apologizing to me, it was more so like I want to apologize to you, because it's like, for a phone, it 16 years it just never sat right for me. And it's like, when someone started to say, hey, they trying to destroy your name. No, that's his story. This is his situation. This is his testimony. He got every right to speak about every single thing that happened. I just chose not to bring none of this stuff up. Not that I'm running from the name snitch, or I'm running from whatever it may be. Hey, call me whatever it is. But I know who I am in my heart. I know what it is that I'm out here to do, and to make every day count, and to hear your growth from the conversation before. We had a conversation before that, and it wasn't like this. And it's
at
like,
all.
and it was the stubborn part of me, just like, I would like one of my closest friends. He knew I was gonna sign that the affidavit thing. He said, you're gonna sign it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just get out the way. I don't. It is what it is. I'm gonna sign it. It is what it is. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother that situation didn't, for somebody else differently. But for me, I'm more forgiving. From 2 years after it, I was like, when I found out one of your parents died, I was like, man, he gotta get out. I feel horrible. I never felt okay. I never felt right. I would see different things with like, like gunners and thugs and young thugs and all that stuff. I will always think of, damn, I got somebody behind jail in behind bars. And not that I'm not saying I'm against calling the police, or I'm against, my views of life, but it's like, nigga, I really did not call the police. I really did not try to go to this court. I really did not, but I did. Every single one of those, according to y'all rules, it don't matter, but you did it. Like, nigga, I'm not going to jail for robbing me. I'm not going to jail for none of that. I live my life straight and narrow. I got to where I got to, being straight in a stand-up person and not being a criminal. But
Right.
I'm young and I'm black, fresh car, cop pulling me over. I'm you rob somebody, where your gun at? Because we somebody said black BMW 745 robbery, you holding the gun. This is not your car. That's what I'm being told. So it's like, for me, it's like, I did not do nothing. They didn't even come to my house to take a report. That morning that shit happened, ain't no cop come to my house to take a report. When that statement came, I didn't even look at what the statement said. I signed it. The girls got out of jail, and I signed that because I knew I owe Alicia that for jumping in front of that gun. To me, I ain't never had some shit that tense happening And I'm like, this nigga about to shoot this motherfucker. Get out. And she jumping in front of the motherfucker. I owed that to her. Was it a great decision? Some say yes, some say no. Some say don't feel guilty. I still feel guilty. Half of my friends, damn near more majority, a lot of my friends, bro, are gang members. A lot of them. If you think one of them said I did something good, they be like, I ain't supposed to be hanging with you. I ain't supposed
and
to, I
that's the
know who you are.
misconception
You won't
though.
pretend to
Like,
be something else.
to my bad, but to say that I shouldn't be hanging with you because you're a civilian and you did what a civilian should do. It's like, well, if you're a gang member,
That's
then
more
don't hang with
recent, bro.
civilians.
The civilian talk is more recent, bro. A lot of these
I know.
people,
I mean, we changing the narrative right now.
Yeah, we changing the narrative, but like recently, the civilian stuff came up. Up until then, nigga, you an associate. If that's one of your friends or one of your family members, nigga, you know what you did and it was wrong. I feel good. Civilian or not, why do I still feel guilty? I still feel like I just took 16 years from a motherfucker who can't get that back. My only hope is he can get out of jail and live his story, live his testimony, give his son the world when he got out of jail. That's what I feel. That's what I hope happens. That's what gives closure from my heart. But miscommunication, misunderstandings on another level. Some shit that where people see the J Bling lifestyle, the glitz and the glamour, the image and the happiness, but they don't sit that when I sit back down at night and I go, damn, it's a nigga in jail behind me that didn't take nothing from me. I can see you stole my car. Okay, you in 16 years, you stole my fucking car. I can see if
I don't
it
even think
was.
that's worth 16 years though.
I'm just saying it's more value
Yeah.
than fucking. I didn't even know $20
I mean, he
was in a
got
car.
railroaded though, and I don't think that's your fault that he got railroaded. You know, Lancaster railroads a lot of people. They get ridiculous amounts of times, and maybe somebody needs to shine a light on that. You know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Somebody that was locked up with you, I hope get him out of jail from using my straight and narrow connections and calling different people from the California Innocence Projects and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I know. I know,
I've
and that's
I've
one
been
of childhood, and that's one of my childhood friends as well. You
yeah.
know, we were friends before he was a gang member, and you know what I'm saying, and that's the whole thing. Like, just understanding that like everybody gonna choose themselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad for choosing you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad for choosing you, because at that night I chose me. I didn't choose you. You was invaluable to me at that moment, and for me to be invaluable to you at that moment is totally fair. You know what I mean? Totally fair, bro. Like, you ain't gotta feel bad about it, bro. I was not a good person. You didn't do nothing,
Yeah.
but you did a lot of people a favor. You know what I'm saying? You had the opportunity to do people a favor, and you did me a favor. You know what I'm saying? You did me a favor. Whether you believe it or not, whether you can see it or not. But you did me a favor, bro. I don't get to be Kenny Raye without this, bro. I
Mm,
probably dead
mm.
as vicious and airbrushed on somebody's shirt with my ashes all spread out in people necklaces and stuff all over America. So yeah, like this don't happen without this. You feel me? Without this don't happen. Me and you probably
Man,
beef,
I
probably
like
going
to
through a whole lot more turmoil.
yeah. I like to just, congratulate both you guys. And I got the most respect for both y'all right now. The most respect. Like, this has never happened before ever. You know? This is truly monumental. As you see, the emotions are high right now. And I'm so happy to be able to facilitate this, to bring you two together to talk and to show our people that we are always better when we stick together, man.
And ain't no other
Before
time in Black History Month.
Yeah, hey, yeah, good pointing that out. Before we get out of here, man, I just want to ask y'all, do y'all got any final words for each other, or just for the people out there, or for the people who, I know everybody gonna have their opinion, right? Some gonna love it, some gonna hate it, but so what? We don't care. But do y'all got any words for anybody out there, or any final words to each other before we wrap it up?
I mean, Just hearing them forgive me, bro, that means like everything, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. The last 16 years, I feel like I've been in prison, dog. You know what I'm saying? You don't get time back. And what eats me up is our sons is the same age with two different realities. And that every time I keep thinking about that, that shit is this is like it's like a knife in my chest. Cause it didn't have to be that. It didn't have to be like that. It didn't have to be like none of this was going on, bro. And it's like I didn't. I when I was gonna take this call, I didn't even think I was gonna be emotional, bro. But to hear to see it from you, and it feels like a whole new day for me. And I really
I hope so,
appreciate you,
man.
bro.
I hope so,
Inshallah.
man. I wish you all the success, bro. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like your name always buzzing around. Somebody always got something to say. You know, they always trying to give me information, man. And it's always kind of batted down. You know, in the beginning it was like, I was always on their bumper for telling me stuff. Like, man, get out of here, bro. I don't care about that. But now it's kind of like, I just listen now. Oh man, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Because like you just didn't deserve it, bro. Like if you deserved it, then you deserved it. You feel me? But you didn't deserve it, bro. And like you a black man, bro. Like man, I hope your son know that he got a good dad, man. And my son got a good dad now too. You feel me? So we got two good black dads out the situation.
Right.
So let's run with that. That's the future.
Definitely.
Past is the
Definitely.
Man,
past.
beautiful, man.
We got
Man,
two good
hopefully
black
when you get
dads out
out,
this.
yeah, hopefully when you get out, man, you guys will be able to meet in person and maybe have y'all sons together and we could start those two young black men off on a better journey than what you two had, better experience than what you two had, and we can learn from that and we can build together, man. I
Definitely.
I want you
salute
to know
y'all.
that too, bro. Like you ain't, man. Like this ain't fraudulent, homie. This ain't fraudulent. This ain't got no ulterior motive, bro. Do your homework, do your research, bro. My spirit is transformed, bro, and everybody know it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows it, bro. So this ain't a setup, bro. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no setup, man.
I mean,
I
I would hope not
appreciate you
after
taking
16
the
years.
time.
I doubt it.
I appreciate you taking the time, bro, to come do this. You feel me? They got programs in here where they got victims' families to come and talk to the inmates that actually murdered their family, and it's something difficult that people be able to do. But this was easy for me because I look at it like, shoot, you're the victim in the situation. I'm the suspect. So for me to not be able to face you shows cowardness. You know what I mean? But I want the accountability, and I want everybody to know how wrong and how stupid and how immature that was what I did. I don't want no glory for it. And like, because the brother had to do what he had to do for his own show, and he had to promote it how he promoted it. So when he put the clip out with me telling the story, you got all the comments against that. So the other two clips, they got different comments on them. You know what I mean? But
Right.
although, what I'm saying, everybody got something to say about the actual story, it's cool. I understand that. That's how they supposed to feel. And that's why I feel like I feel, because I feel like just because, 10 minutes of my life don't make me the person I'm gonna be for the rest of my life. You
Right.
know.
Man. Amen. All right, brothers, man. It was great coming together. Hopefully we'll hook up on the outside one day, which I know we will. And man, peace be upon y'all, man. And I appreciate y'all coming together. Like I said, this is history. This has never happened before, ever. I don't care. Y'all can go look for it anywhere on the internet. It hasn't happened, at least not like this. Until next time, we'll catch y'all.
Appreciate
Black
it.
Lives Matter. Happy Black History Month, man.
Yes, sir.